Today we're looking at everything you need to know before moving to Hermosa Beach, California. What's up, everybody? Shane Inman here, local real estate agent working in the South Bay of Los Angeles. So helping families move here from all over the world. So if you are watching this video because you're trying to learn about Hermosa Beach or other areas in Southern California because you want to move here, I'd love to help you get started in your move, and it's never too early to reach out. So feel free to call or text or email me. I have people reaching out all the time, and I love to help them find their next home. So if you're also trying to learn more about the area, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you're getting notified every time I put out a new video on the area. All right, so what makes Hermosa Beach unique? Well, it's a beach town. Whether or not that's unique, I guess, is where you're living at right now. I have people on the channel who will comment and say that it's freezing cold where they're at, and that being by the beach would be amazing, especially with the Southern California weather. So I guess it's what is your current situation, which would make it more or less unique. So along with being a beach town, it's a small town. And so that could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what you really need. For instance, when my wife and I lived in Hermosa Beach, we rented a small, basically studio or bachelor bedroom, where it was very small, and basically all of our stuff was in the living room, and then our bed was in the bedroom, and that was about all that fit in there. But we were steps to the beach, and so it's kind of a sacrifice that you have to have if you want to be by the beach and you're on a budget. And so that was something that was very unique about being close to the beach and being in a beach town, is we didn't have a lot of space, but we also didn't need a lot of stuff. We didn't need to go very far. My wife had a scooter that she would ride to work, so parking's a little bit tough, and having to pay for parking during the week on a meter might be difficult. You can get a pass for if you're a resident in the area, there's a pass you can get, so you don't have to pay for the metered parking during the summertime when the traffic can be bad with people sitting out near your place to go, get their stuff ready to go to the beach for the day. So yeah, there's little quirkiness of being a small town. You don't have the big shops. You don't have the Costco. I mean, yes, you have them close by in like Torrance, and so you do have other bigger cities close by. But as far as Hermosa Beach goes, it's a very small city or town where walkability is key. And if that's something that's important to you, being able to walk to the beach or go for a run down to the beach and being outdoors, if that's something important to you, that's something that could make this a desirable spot. But if you're somebody that really needs a lot of space and needs a big home and a big backyard, that might be difficult to find in Hermosa Beach. All right, now walkability. So as I mentioned, Hermosa Beach is very walkable, but if you're somebody that is trying to buy a home near the beach that you can just walk from your home to the beach, it's going to be expensive to be close to the beach. And as I mentioned, the parking may be an issue outside your place unless you have underground parking or parking at your home. Then parking might be an issue. But another thing to think about is if you just look on the map and you look at Hermosa Beach, you may think you're very close to the beach, but there's some areas of Hermosa Beach where you've got some steep uphills as you go up towards PCH. And so if you're walking back from the beach to your house, even though maybe it's a half mile or less than a mile walk, it might be a majority of it uphill. And so that's something to keep in mind when you're looking at the map of where you want to be in Hermosa, that you keep in mind where the hills are, so that if you do want to walk back to your house, you don't have a steep uphill coming back. All right, so as I mentioned, it's a beach town. So obviously you have that outdoors lifestyle, but you also have a lot of different things that you can do throughout the South Bay. And so you've got hiking trails, you've got walking paths, you've got, things you can do on the beach as far as just hanging out and going on the volleyball, going and playing volleyball. You've got different aspects of living by the beach, but you also have just the outdoor lifestyle of being in a community with a lot to do. So I would say the main downsides of Hermosa Beach are just kind of the cost and what you get for it. I think many people are like, wow, I'd love to live by the beach. But with that, this area is very expensive. And so what you get may not be what you might get in other areas of LA or even within the South Bay. And so you might get a smaller square footage on the interior, you might get a small backyard, or you might not have a parking area. It may not be as new and updated as you might like, and for all that, it's still going to be expensive. So whether you're looking to rent or buy, I'd love to help you get started in your search, and I can kind of break down based on what your parameters are and what's really important in your search, what cities in the South Bay might be a good fit for you. And could be Hermosa Beach, could be Manhattan Beach, could be Redondo or Torrance or Lawndale or Gardena, whatever that might be. Just feel free to reach out and send me an email, text, or give me a call, and I could get you started on finding that home.